Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Buying some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I think on that last one...
Man, this shit gave me a different fucking... That's crazy.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. set on first down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Comes out throwing on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. And they knock him down, but he got past the line of the game. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC is like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Reinhardt. Running with power. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up.
And now the hit knocks it loose. And they will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down to start the drive after the break. Down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. And he could not get loose on the run.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the right side. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking for room. It's short. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Using his feet. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting. Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Number 3.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kent State answered the bell away from Dick Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Flashes knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down and 10. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made the extra point without problem. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down for this offense. Toss sweep to the right. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the move. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. What a disappointment. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Now on third down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved.
Man, this game trash for that shit, man. That shit been happening to me all day on that bullshit right there. That's crazy.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
To the 15. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Handoff to the lone back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He leaves it with his back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Zings it complete to the right. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
That's 20. He's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Quick handoff. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. They'll try to power their way ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
How about that 4th quarter tie ball game, and you're still going for it? The Onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. Defense is going to have to go out there and step it up. Game on the line.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. first down here for the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. And he wins it from 43 yards out. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.